in a rent roll contract, in a rent roll contract, it is really important to make sure, as I talked about yesterday, that you have finance approval for the purchase before the seller goes sending anything to their landlords and tenants. The reason for this is that with a rent roll, like a lot of businesses, there's a lot of moving parts that need to be dealt with at the settlement. And with a rent roll particular, you need to make sure that landlords know that there's a new person going to own their business managing their rental properties, and the tenants know that there's a new agent renting them as well, so they know who to pay the rent to. And one of the things that can happen is if it's all not dealt with properly and a buyer can't settle, all the notices might have gone out, and then if they don't settle, that can actually cause a lot of loss and damage to a real estate agent seller. Because if a buyer says that they've got finance approval and they do all the things that they've said they're going to do, and then they can't actually come up with the cash, then that can really destroy the seller's business. So you need to be really, really careful if a buyer doesn't settle to make sure that the seller's protected as much as you can. And also that any loss and damage that's suffered is something that the seller can go to the buyer and seek redress from, because it can cause a lot of issues. So it's not a simple matter of just terminating a contract and reselling the business, which you can do, and if you resell the business at a loss, then you can recover that money, you can take deposits and all the rest of that. But there can be severe damages that come into it. So you really want to make sure that you handle this correctly and that the process is done in a smooth fashion. So if you've got any questions around that, that's something we do all the time, helping people out with rent roll sales and purchases. And we make sure that we protect our seller clients. So if the buyer does default, that they don't lose their business and it doesn't cause any further damage. If you've got any questions, please comment below or message us. We'd be happy to help you out. Have an awesome day. Bye.